Today I messed up by locking myself out of my apartment building at 2 a.m. in the morning. I spent last night playing video games with the homies and everything was sweet. We had some pretty good time, and I was meant to work from home the next day, so I did not mind staying up late, and take short naps and breaks in between tasks at work. After I finished with my gaming session, I was very tired, and I thought before I go to bed, I'd just take the trash bag out. The way it works in my apartment building is that the big recycling bin is usually placed right next to the entry door inside the apartment building. So whenever I take the trash bag out, I always automatically assume that it is there, throw the bag in the bin, then go back up to my place. Welp, yesterday was different. The recycle bin was not in its usual place, as a matter of fact, where it is usually placed now is empty. This means that the recycle bin was taken outside of the apartment building for the trash recycling company to pick them up and empty them, standard procedure. Seen it happen before, no problems there, and where I live, they happen in different schedules. You hear these trucks in the most random times of the day, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., but the most common is 5 to 6 a.m. So anyway, I'm in my pajamas, half asleep, it's -2 degrees Celsius outside, and I pick up the trash bag and walk outside to throw it. The recycle bin is not there, so I casually open the door, find the recycle bin, open the latch and throw the trash bag in. I turned around to get back in and the realization hit me like a truck. I do not have my keys, and I do not have my phone with me. What I thought was going to take 2 minutes tops was now looking to be taking me 4 hours, standing in the cold, shivering, with people passing by, thinking I'm homeless or something. But OP, you don't know your apartment building code combo for entry? You know, there are these little numpads next to apartment building where you type stuff like 15 #3957 and then the door unlocks. You don't know yours? Well, my landlord unironically doesn't know her code, and I had it reset and sent her the number, but I do not remember it at all. And why should I anyway? Every time I went out, I always had my keys on me or my phone. I have my keys staying on apartment door all the time, so when I unlock the door, which is always locked after I enter my place, the key is in my hands. But I surely didn't count the bin being outside, but it never happened, so I left my apartment door open and rushed outside, probably because I was sleepy too. Anyway, around 15 minutes had passed, at which point I was almost freezing. Going from my cozy heated place to being homeless for 15 minutes was quite the experience, until a guy who lives in my place shows up on his bike and his huge delivery backpack getting off a shift. He came in, ignored me thinking I was homeless, but I grabbed his attention and told him what happened. He made sure that I do live in my place, then I bid him farewell. Had he not showed up, I seriously think I'd have stayed there until 5 to 6 a.m. when people go to work and unlock the door. TLDR, I went out to throw out the trash bag and not taking my keys or phone with me, and I ended up throwing the bag outside of the apartment building and locking myself out because I had no keys and no entry code with me, which is on my phone. A guy living in the apartment finished his late night shift and unlocked the door for me after I shivered in the cold for 15 minutes or so.